Subscribe to the page by clicking below. We're going to start off with the chives chopped up and 3 cloves of garlic and a tablespoon of chopped up cilantro. The flavor we're going for is sour cream and chives. To get the sour, we're going to add kombucha, a 1/4 cup of kombucha vinegar, then 3/4 cup of coconut milk or coconut water. For the sour, we have a lime. We're going to just juice it right into the blender. Now we've got sour cream, chives, and salt. Some Himalayan salt. So for salt, we're going to go for a tablespoon. If you want pretty salty, you're going to go for 2 tablespoons. Now we've soaked these cashews overnight, and we're going to drain off the water. For dry weight, it started off as 3 cups of cashews. So now that they're soaked, they're 4 3/4. Add that to your blender. Now keep your coconut water handy right next to the blender. You're going to need that to keep the contents of the blender moving smoothly. Secure the lid on the blender firmly and use the plunger to push the contents down so that you have a thicker mixture if you plan on making chips without kale. You're going to start as fast as you can to get the nuts blended down into the mixture, and add coconut water as necessary to keep the contents moving. I'm just starting on high speed. After blending, you've got to taste it, see how it tastes, adjust the taste as necessary. The flavor of the chives and the lime really comes through. You can't taste the cashews. This is a real sour cream and chives flavor, but it needs 1 more lime, so a total of 2 limes is used in this recipe. Here I am adding my 2nd lime. And you don't need to blend it again. Now get your giant bowl. Get a bowl big enough to hold an entire Costco-sized bag of baby kale leaves. Get a spoon and empty out your sour cream and chives mixture. Add the coconut water to the remaining bits in the blender so that you can make a salad dressing for later. This makes a great creamy salad dressing. Now this is what the consistency is if you don't add any extra coconut water. And you can spoon this right onto Teflon sheets in your dehydrator and make some great sour cream and chive kale or non-kale chips. Or do what I do and add 2 cups of purified water. You can see how thick this is without the water. And here it is with the water. I've just added the water. 2 cups of purified water. Stir it in with a whisk. Make sure that it's well stirred so that this evenly coats the kale chips. Now get your Teflon sheets and dehydrator sheets ready right there. And we've got our bowl right next to them, so there's not going to be a drippy mess or a trail in between. So now, de-rib your celery if you want, or leave the ribs on and munch around them. I've taken the ribs out. All you have to do is plop it in, flip it 2 times, and wring it out a little bit. Not a lot. You want the sauce on there. Then set it down onto your dehydrator sheet. You're going to have a 1-layer thick set of leaves on the tray until it fills up, and then use the next tray. Now you can also put a whole bag of baby kale leaves into the bowl. And the trick to this is just fold it right in until they're all completely coated. This is the easiest way to do it. Baby kale is so sweet and it turns out so crunchy and easy to eat. It's really the best way to go with kale chips. The curlier the leaf, the more sauce it holds on to, so the more sauce will be used. Then just pull them out, give them a little squeeze if it seems overcoated with the sauce, and this is how it turns out. Here's a non-kale chip that I'm showing you. It's the sauce, and it's a great sour cream and chive chip all in its own. And you can see the kale chips also, how nice they turned out. Nice and crisp, crunchy, and perfect flavor. And they do this overnight. Subscribe to the page for more videos.